Can you say that regular, or do you have to say it funny, like the squall?
Squall! Ouch, that hurt. I'm sunburned, you asshole. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Weekend Wash, but it's not the weekend, it's Monday. Weekday Wash, and standing next to me is a very special person. I'm proud to call him my friend, a mentor. It is Mr. Nick Whitaker of Detail Peoria and co-host of the Business of Detailing podcast.
Yeah.
So, Nick, we got this special edition Chicago Auto Pros Chevy Traverse, one of one, that we're gonna test some products out. Gonna wash. We got lots of products. We got some work stuff, towels and brushes and stuff that I want to test out that they're sending us that maybe we'll put on the website. Love to get your advice.
Cool.
On if it's something quality enough to put on Car Supplies Warehouse. Actually, they just came out with these two. These are the rubber style brushes there. A little more grip when you're in the wash bay.
Right.
We got a whole cart of interesting products and new products that we love to test here. So
You want to do like half of them or all of them, or you just want to do a few of them?
we're using every single one in this car.
I need to stretch out.
And check this out. Have you used one of those before?
I don't know if I've ever, does it talk?
Destroy.
So this is great. I'm excited to test this out too, because obviously in the shop, you know, you got a ton of loud things. You got the air, you got the pressure washer, you got other vacuums. And I haven't used this to vacuum yet. I've turned it on in the shop and it's quiet.
What'd you use it for then?
Just to test it out.
Okay,
This is it.
Well, let's actually put it to the test today then.
See if it sucks. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's get
do
started. So there's one brush that I want to test out, which is the Squall. Let me grab one of those, because I don't think I have it in.
The Squall.
So let me grab that real quick.
What should I pick out of here?
I'm taking a Squall for testing.
Can you say that regular, or do you have to say it funny, like the squall?
Squall. What does squall actually mean? Like, is that?
Can we get a definition?
I feel like that's a storm word. Like, there's a squall coming. Is it like a hurricane? It's not quite a hurricane. It's a squall.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. We're gonna test out.
Oh my gosh.
We need
Have like a sound effect when you open it up.
So this is cool. This is like a mitt on a stick, 3 wheels. I want to test this out. I want to test the quality of it, the durability. It's got this nice foam handle. Yeah. There's no metal on it. You're not going to scratch anything, so it looks almost perfect for wheels. Get right in there in the barrel. I want to test out that, and they sent us a bunch of stuff here. All kinds of different towels. There's a lot of different types of towels. There's a couple drying towels here that I want to test.
Okay.
This one of these looks very interesting. Look at that one. Let's open that up. Feel how soft that is. Because it looks soft.
Let me do the honor.
Feels nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's almost as soft as your beard.
It's huge too.
All right.
It's not as big as I thought it was.
Give it a go.
Cool. In the next few months, you are going to see a lot more work stuff products on the Car Supplies Warehouse website. The work stuff brushes have been a huge hit, and everyone that has been using them have been impressed with the quality and uniqueness of the brush. Let's go ahead and see if their other products stand up to the test. So this is a wash mitt. This is like a square.
They actually feel pretty good.
Yeah, they do feel good. All right, let's fill up the water. Buckets. So over here, I got, this is a rinse bucket, this is a soap bucket, and then on each side of the car I have individual wheel buckets. Yep. Throw this Squall in there. What do you want to use for a wheel cleaner? I think I got some new Sonax stuff.
Oh yeah.
Wheel Cleaner Plus?
Oh yeah, okay.
All right.
It's power formula. It says right on there.
All right, pressure washers over here. Let's roll. I'll fill up the soap bucket. Nick, how'd you get into cars? You've been into cars your whole entire life, haven't you?
It was a strange obsession early on. I remember About a month after I got my first car, I went out and found some high-powered wheel cleaner for my car. And it had iron fallout remover in it. Everybody knows it smells like rotten eggs.
Yeah.
And I think my mom was going to kick me out of the house because our entire house was filled up with the fumes from that wheel cleaner.
Would you do it in the garage or something?
Yeah. And so I quickly learned that I needed to sneak out, not to sneak out of the house late at night, but I would sneak out into the garage after my mom went to bed so that I could use the wheel cleaner, because it was what worked. So I knew pretty early on, like I had a crazy obsession, and it just kind of spiraled out of control, and here we are.
That's awesome, man.
Sonax is the newest product line on the Car Supplies Warehouse website, and we're going to start by testing their Wheel Cleaner Plus. As the name would insinuate, this is a wheel cleaner plus an iron decon remover. It's acid-free, so you can use it on any type of a wheel, but strong enough to break down heavy brake dust buildup.
How's business been? You guys busy?
Swamped.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Didn't expect it, but now here we are, we're like backed up a month. So it's kind of interesting, right? So we got a few of the mainstays.
Yeah.
What do they call this, dude? Wheel woolly?
Wheel woolly,
And
the easy detail brush.
And so comparing it, it's like, I mean, they have a lot of different shapes.
I've always loved the wheel woolly. This is kind of like the first detailing brush.
Especially if you got black wheels, because they're really delicate.
Yeah.
The thing that I don't like about these is a lot of times you cannot fit them into tighter areas. So,
And then you got the little ones that are hard to, they're not that long either.
yeah, exactly.
We got smaller ones here that you can get in there, but
Yeah, I mean, you find those work in some detailed areas, but they're not that flexible.
Yeah.
That's why this is my go-to.
yeah, you like the flex of it.
Yeah, especially if you got a big brake kit or something like that you're kind of trying to fit it into tighter areas.
Yeah, that'll fit in any area.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just even those narrow spoke openings. This will be interesting to see because it is narrower than some of the others. Obviously, it's not flexible, but I like the fact that it's microfiber in comparison to a regular brush. Let's just.
You want some water in this bucket so you can dip it?
Yeah.
We got enough tools in here. I don't even know if we're gonna get it.
You know, if you just had about 80 hours in a day, you could learn every single product that's out there. All right, let's give it a go. Hey, so interesting, just kind of getting started out.
Yeah.
Don't exactly have big brakes on this one, and it is having a tough time
Getting in there?
getting in there. So I don't want to try to force it in there too much, but our Sonax wheel cleaner is doing the job.
Oh, yeah, you can see it purple.
But look at that. You're not going to get the back of the wheel.
A little too thick, huh?
Compared to something like this,
Yeah.
real easy to get in there. So this will probably have a specific purpose. I do like the foam handle.
I think you get a little more room here in the back.
There you go. Oh yeah.
Check that out. All right. I like this because it's like a wash mitt on a stick.
Yeah, everything's better on a stick. Hot dog on a stick.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't fit behind the brake real well. But it seems to hold a lot of water and product on it though.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing.
Look at this product though, foam up too.
I know. I like that.
Yeah. Update on the Squall Brush. We've been using them now for about a couple weeks and they've both fallen apart. So the quality is just not there. We've taken them off the website. We're not gonna sell something that is inferior quality that's gonna fall apart within a week. I like the brushes, they work really well, but if they can't stand the wheel cleaning process and they're breaking, this one actually, the tip broke off the back part of it there. You can see what it's supposed to be. We are working with the manufacturer, we're working with Work Stuff to figure out how they can make this a better quality product. But until then, we're not gonna carry it. We got these mitts if you wanna do the faces.
Yeah, let's do it.
And my wife's quality control, so make sure you do a good job. I wanna come down and see the new shop, Nick.
You should.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I feel like we're getting it pretty well sorted out. It seems like every year we change it a little bit. Right now, you know, we do a lot of paint correction stuff, so Right now we're swapping out all the polisher carts. By the way, it's not good for a $400 polisher to fall on the floor.
No.
So
has it happened a few times?
After that had happened a couple of times, is like, okay, we need to rethink how those things are sitting on carts, because that is way too expensive to fix.
All right, I'm cleaning the rubber with this stuff too. And the wheel well.
Oh, did I just get just got Jose.
I was doing my fence this week.
Rip your skin off.
Well, that's what I do. I have all my fingers from digging and the cement and everything. They're just raw.
You're not cut out for that kind of work.
I'm not. Want some gloves? Are you all right?
Nah, I'm all right. I don't do fence work.
My hands are gentle.
Oh, Billy, we didn't exactly clean that tire with any chemical. You know, if we only had some chemicals on hand.
Yeah. Yeah, check out anything on the cart you want to use, man.
Okay.
Should I put this on? Yeah. How do I look? This is cool. Cinematic.
Smooth. Keep it smooth. Okay, let's find a tire cleaner. Got something up here?
Yeah, I got the AM. So this is a tire cleaner, but it looks like it's broken. That might work.
Oh, man. Okay.
Try
Stuff
that
should
out.
do the job.
Is that spray head work?
Yep.
Here's another one.
Now we're good.
You know what we haven't done in a while? A podcast.
That'd be nice, right?
Yeah.
You get the band back together.
I haven't even talked to Cougar in I feel like 2 months.
I know, same way.
It just gets so busy, man. You know, with this COVID crap.
It has, it's just not been a normal year.
Yeah, everything's just weird now.
You can still wash cars, though.
Yeah, that's my only, that's the normalcy. Feel normal.
If you guys aren't already aware that we do have a podcast dedicated to the business of detailing where myself, Nick, and Cougar discuss how to run and grow a detail shop. Check for the link in the description below.
I'm absurd even with my own cars.
Yeah.
I get home at night, get the kids to bed, and I'll go out in the garage for a while. Even if it's a rinseless wash or something like that.
Yeah.
Still like it.
Yeah. When did you start Detail Peoria? How many years has it been now?
I think, we're coming up on 3 years.
You bought that business, didn't you?
So it was already up and going. And Matt, my business partner, took it over the year prior to me joining. And we kind of had a conversation like halfway through the year, because it was just smaller. It was a weekend kind of business.
Yeah.
I thought that, it could be a business that it works all the time. And Matt agreed, so we gave it a shot, and now here we are. We're, almost 3 years in, and we've grown just a ton.
Yeah.
We went from just doing paint correction and coatings to now we're doing paint protection film, we're doing window tinting. So it's cool to see it really grow, add to the team, and despite being a strange year, we still seem to be doing pretty well, so that's a good sign.
So I get a lot of questions. I actually got an email the other day from a guy who's in a smaller part of the, just not a very dense populated part of the country. And he's asking me, how do I do more coatings? How do I do more bigger jobs, paint correction and stuff? I mean, Peoria is a pretty big city, but it's not
We got
huge.
like 110,000 people, so we're not huge, but that's the question that we get too, is like, are all these cars from here?
Yeah.
I had no idea these cars were even around, and I think the moral of the story is if you do the work that attracts those cars seem to find you. Yeah. And the business was born out of that, out of documenting and doing really high-end work, taking, really like explaining the process to which we do, and then photographing it. And that's something that we love doing too, is photography, and now getting into a little bit of video as well. It's like if no one knows, they aren't going to come and ask you for it. Does that thing bend at all?
No, not at all. Just gonna break it. So yeah, the guy that emailed me, I looked up his town. There's 5,000 people in his town. And I just wrote him, have you considered moving to an area with better economics?
Well, I mean, if there's 5,000 people, how many cars are there total in the town, let alone the ones that you want to ceramic coat?
Yeah, it's a small town too, and I don't think there's a whole lot of higher end cars for him to do coatings.
You don't have to be in like a big town though. I mean, as long as you're within driving distance. We have a lot of people come from an hour away. I'm sure you do too.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, if it's within an hour, then if you're doing that work that doesn't exist anywhere else, you might find a niche for it, but it's not going to be the same. I mean, we don't ever expect to be Chicago Auto Pros size because we're in Peoria, not in Chicago.
Yeah. Check that out.
Oh man.
Crystal Serum Ultra.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like the good stuff.
All right. Rinse off the car real quick and then we'll wash it.
Let's do it. You want me to grab the other one?
Yes, please.
I'll meet you in the middle.
You like the shorty handle, huh?
For rinse, yeah.
I like the shorty handle too.
Does this have film on it?
Yes.
Ugh, you boys are so good.
We got some bug stuff. Some gentle bug cleaner.
How many gallons of that do you have? I think you guys hit a couple bugs. I hope this is gentle.
We'll spray that on the front and then I'll just hose it down with our soap.
Shake well.
Looks like they need to fix the soap guns. It's not putting out a whole lot of soap.
Hey, you look good in a chest camera, you know that?
What's that?
You look good in a chest camera.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, kind of look like a superhero. 2020 style.
You know what? I don't know what's wrong with this. You know what? Screw this gun. Let's use a foam cannon. You want to foam it? Ooh, there's a product that I want to try.
Oh yeah?
From Matt Moorman. This is a decon soap.
Oh.
So I think this is actually made for coated cars just to, no, this is made for not coated cars, but you can use this on coated cars.
Okay, let's give it a go.
It's made for, removing waxes and polishes before you actually coat it, but I think this would be a good,
Well, you know better than me.
let's try it. We need a foam cannon. I'm gonna go get the good one.
Okay, you get an MTM.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand here awkwardly while two cameras point at me.
Hey, while you're here, Matt's decontamination soap. Can you tell us, this is usually used, it says on cars to prep them, to remove waxes and sealants and everything.
Correct.
Is this something I can use on a coated car?
Yeah. Yeah, you can get away with it. What it's really meant to do is it's meant to dissolve lipids, waxes, anything of that nature. And
I'm sure it's
start
pretty
to
good
help
at
break
breaking
them
down road grime and stuff then too, right?
Yeah, you can use it as a bug remover if you really wanted to. You could use it as just like a
Holy
almost like a
thick.
coating reset soap, if you will.
Should I mix some water in this? This is
Yeah.
thick.
That's good.
You should definitely mix some water in it.
Okay. That's some thick stuff. more the better, right?
I think you got it.
I just want to see it drip.
You want to talk about these dudes?
The wash mitts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like every other wash mitt out there, so yeah, they got the pad.
Are you a mitt or pad guy? Boxers or briefs? Mitts or pads?
You know what? I mean, I've always used mitts. We've always used the ones behind you that you see.
Yeah.
Like the Jamaican dreadlock mitts. But I'm starting to like these a lot better, especially
Actually, me too.
the block here. What do you call it? The pad instead of the mitt.
Right. Yeah, it definitely holds a little bit more water, which
Holds a lot of
I think can be useful. But find that you definitely want to fill your buckets a little bit more full. All right, here, I'll let you try the pad then. I'll try the mitt.
All right.
This has got a decent amount of foam on the inside.
On the inside?
Yeah.
Ooh, those bugs come right off.
Gentle but effective.
But now we don't know if it was the Dr. Beasley's or the decontamination soap. Because we sprayed both.
I noticed it was breaking up pretty good.
Okay, with the Dr. Beasley's.
Yeah.
Hopefully the camera guys got a shot of that.
No! Oh, don't cry, are you?
Hopefully. Hey, so you had a big week recently. 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yes. Isn't that awesome?
How long did it take you to get there? When was your first video? Like when you started doing it for real?
Yeah. So I think our first video is when I really started. I mean, we started with the vlogs. So that's when I really got serious. I'm like, you know what? I'm
Right.
gonna try to do this, consistently.
Yeah.
I think that was 2017. So
Was it the end of 2017?
I feel like it was the beginning of 2017. Okay. 2016 going into, because I started thinking about doing it in November when we went to SEMA. And I wanted to do a video there, and I ended up not doing a video. And then I came back, and it was one of those things where I was just like, I used YouTube to come out of my shell. I was nervous doing the video at SEMA, and I said, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna do it. I recorded all week, and that's how the vlogs came out. Right. And I was like, I'm just gonna do this, and I don't really care what people think of me. I'm just gonna use this as a tool to kind of help get me out of my shell and open up a little bit, and if it sucks, it sucks. And they did. But we got a lot better.
Gotta suck to be good sometimes.
Yeah.
Actually, pretty much all the time. Hey, so if you're looking back, you got 3 years of videos.
Yeah.
What are your top 2 favorite videos that you made?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh. You know what? I feel like it's always the last 2 that I made.
Do you think it is, though? Like, that you're always getting better and it's always the most recent one? Like, what?
Sometimes I feel that way, yeah. I really like the, we had this ML350 in here that had fire damage.
Oh, yeah.
I really like doing that video.
Yeah, I feel like you got into like more storytelling when you got to that point.
I always like doing the vlogs, but I feel like, we debated this last week actually about doing vlogs or not. They're a lot of work.
Yep.
And I feel like they're hard to follow because there's so much going on in the shop and you try to name all these cars.
Yeah.
So I want to go back to vlogging and I really enjoy doing it, but I just don't feel like there's a whole lot of value compared to some of the other videos, like the how-to videos or like teaching videos type. And I really get a lot of joy out of teaching people stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just do those videos that are concentrated on teaching people things. Are you done with that whole side?
Okay, so we gotta do the top.
Okay.
And we got some more bugs that probably need some more chemical. And then, are you gonna use a different mitt on the lower portion?
No. I'm not.
Do you have something to stand on? Because some of us aren't that tall.
Hey, if you can't see it, you don't need to wash it, right?
You just hire like really tall wash people so you don't have to buy stools.
It's funny, our prep guys are the shortest guys here.
Okay, so the ML, that's one of your favorite videos.
Yeah.
Come on, like, hit me with it. Which ones are you super pumped about? Well, you got to think on the fly. I mean, they're usually the ones you think of on the fly are the most memorable.
I can tell you which ones I hate the most. Ooh. The one that I have the most views on, I hate, because the color's off, the audio is horrible.
Is that a car wash?
Yeah, it's a car wash. I love the thumbnail of it, but the video is, I feel like I could have done better on the video part of it.
Is that an oldie?
It is old.
A classic?
Yeah.
Jason classic?
Yeah. But, so, I think for the camera and everybody viewing right now, you're not a full-time, you're an owner, but you're not really an operator at your shop.
Yeah, no, I've got another business that I spend my days at, and we've been fortunate enough to have really great people in our shop that can run the day-to-day. Yeah. And I find myself in there in the evenings, or at least consulting with a team. We try to do a lot of training and just make sure that everybody's on the same page. Yeah. What happened to my bug cleaner? It was so gentle.
But I think a lot of people, because I get those questions a lot, like they don't even know, they can't even hire one person because they have trouble working with others, and here you are, I mean, you're not even there ever. I mean, have you had any problems with? Well,
okay, so for 2 years, it was a ton of work, right? So it was like, we started on the weekends, so I was there almost every night after I got done with work, and then every weekend, so from Friday afternoon through Sunday, we were in there doing cars. And then we slowly started adding people and having them fill in, and then there was this moment that happened that we went from like feeling that we needed to be in there to, okay, these guys are good enough to do it on their own. And when we did that, it was like the doors opened and the business grew. And I think for any business, if you're trying to figure out ways to grow, you've got to build your business in such a way that it can run on its own. Otherwise, you just have a job.
Do you have a lot of processes in place to like make sure like the quality's still there?
Yeah, I would say
how do you
always,
get that confidence?
Yeah,
that
so we're always getting better. But yeah, I mean, we're trying to document every single process.
Okay.
So it's like step by step what you do. Yeah. And then the key really though is the training. And the training is spending the time and explaining to those guys specifically what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a fancy nozzle.
I noticed.
So this is a 40-degree nozzle. It's really nice for rinsing because it's got a big spray pattern.
Oh, look at that. It's like a shower. Yeah. I have not used one of those before.
And then you got the rubber tip on the end, so just in case you get too close. So do you guys take phone calls? I mean, who's doing the consultations? I mean, I find it crazy. I mean, because your business partner, Matt.
Yeah, so Matt's got a full-time job as well. We have really built our business around online, so responding to online. And in this day and age, it seems like that's what people are more accustomed to. In 2020, everybody's been accustomed to online.
Yeah.
So most of our inquiries come through the website.
Okay.
And then we have several form emails that we can plug in different information. So if you're looking for paint protection film, we know what path to guide you down. If you have a particular car, we know what path to guide you down. And so what it allows Matt to do is in a very short period of time, respond back to them and give them the information that they need. You know as well as anybody that a lot of people will call, a lot of people will email, but they really don't even fit being a client of yours. Right. And so our goal is to quickly identify those people and then give them the information that they need so that they can make a decision. A lot of our clients have new cars, they're ordering cars, they're trying to figure out what's going to happen, the logistics of the whole situation, and we're just trying to make it as simple as possible for them.
I love that. Turnkey. Turnkey.
You gotta be efficient.
I feel like, I mean, we've gotten to a point where I'm okay with going on vacation.
Yeah.
I mean, but
isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Me and Greg for the first 3 years, man, we couldn't even imagine leaving Like our first, we went out, it was 4 hours or 4 or 5 hours, we went to a baseball game. We're like, we're gonna test it. And I remember that was 3 or 4 years in, we're like, we're gonna test and see, like.
But I think that's the part, right? So everybody thinks about where you're at right now and they forget about all the beginning. For us in our business, like we just continually reinvested. We hardly paid ourselves at all and just invested. It's kind of like we were cheating because we didn't necessarily need that income. So we were able to build that probably a little bit more rapidly than some other companies. But yeah, what an amazing feeling when you can just kind of turn it over and let the business run. But man, anybody starting a business, you better plan on it being really painful. I think I've cried more about this business than I have at any point in my life.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Yeah, I wish I could just tell somebody that, so like, just be prepared for it to suck for like 3, 4, 5 years.
But the key is like you have to love the suck.
Yeah.
Because all of the best stuff comes from the things that are really hard.
Yeah.
We've run into plenty of difficult situations to where it's like, how in the world am I going to face this? And until you actually face it, you don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I get that a lot of times in emails and they're like, you know, what did you do? How did you get so successful? I'm like, I don't know, I grinded for, for 14 years and then sucked it out and I stuck with it. And that's
the key was to actually just do it. I think too many people think about it. It's like, yeah, you gotta have a great plan in place. You gotta have like steps 1, 2, 3, and 4. But the key is to actually start in step 1.
And stick with it.
Yeah.
And stick with it. Because so many people that I find they hit one bump in the road and they're like, this ain't working, I'm doing something wrong.
By the way, I still feel like that about once a week. Like, oh my gosh, how is this worth it? But maybe that's a good reason to know like why you're doing it, right? So having a good, you can call it a mission statement or whatever you want to call it, just a good reason for why you're doing it.
Yeah. All right, Nick, she's washed. Let's test out some of these drying towels.
Woo! We got a fluffy one. What else we got? We got the King drying towel.
Probably should have washed these before we use them, huh?
Probably be a good idea. The King, is this one yours then?
The King. Ooh, that one's a nice big.
Actually, I bet you this does a nice job.
So we got the Monster. You got the Monster, you got the Beast, the Monster XS, and the Prince. That's the King drying towel?
The King.
These are all drying towels, aren't they? So, this is the Beast.
Well, here's the Prince.
This is the Beast. This is the Monster. Okay, you got a double-sided one.
So is this just a smaller version of the King? Probably is. Yeah, so this is more like for a rinseless wash or finish drying.
I like that. All right, let's test them out. The Beast and Monster. Monster against the Beast. And you got the King.
Woo! Well, definitely soaking it up quick with this. I always kind of like this style of towel.
We should have washed it. This one's.
Yeah, those are probably going to be a little bit more difficult to use. Any favorite detailing mistakes?
I don't make any mistakes. I'm perfect.
Whether it's business or on a car or whatever.
You know what? When I started mobile detailing, I felt like I learned by getting yelled at. Like people would they'd say, "Hey, you missed the door jams." And I'd be like, "Okay, I'm gonna start washing the door jam."
Add that to the list.
I had one guy he's like, "Look at my leather seats," and he pulled the leather seats apart. He's like, "Look, all the stitches are dirty. You pull them apart, you still see dirt." And I'm like, I'm gonna start pulling apart leather seats, and get that crack real nice. And so I feel like I've made a lot of mistakes.
I feel like detailing's like one of those interesting things though that you can learn as you go. Yeah. As far as basic detailing.
But you gotta expect that you're gonna mess some stuff up.
Oh yeah. How could you not, right?
So I hear you're looking at a new car, Nick.
I'm hoping to. We'll see. We'll see. It's a big week this week. Yeah.
So what are you looking at?
This is looking at first gen Audi R8. So we'll see. Manual, but V8.
Yeah, you need the spot. Yeah. Jimmy's rushing. Porsche's gone. Everybody's asking in the videos, what's going home today, Jimmy?
The Porsche.
Woo! It's funny. That's like, we got a ton of comments on that car.
Really?
Like, who's paying for the car? Is it still there?
You know what's funny? Hey, when I was watching the video, I'm like, oh, this had to be staged.
It wasn't.
That's so crazy.
So yeah, that's nice. Let's get my car out of here so we can get that one out of here. All right, looks great. Maybe we need to test this vacuum out real quick. Let's bring it into a bay.
Okay.
And then we'll test that vacuum, and I think we're pretty close to done.
All right, so here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Let's say that you got $50,000 to $75,000 budget on a car. What you buying?
If I didn't live so far away from the shop, I'd get a Ford Raptor,
Yeah.
used. But gas mileage, that wouldn't work. I don't know, I might upgrade to the Golf R. I really like my GTI. You know, because then I can get the Golf R and I might still have a little extra to put some fun mods on it.
Yeah, I kind of like go back and forth, like should I spend a little less and buy something different?
You know what I would buy? I'd buy a Camaro ZL1 1LE. That's what I would
look
get.
mean.
That's what I would get.
Have you driven one?
From like the parking lot to the prep bay, that's about it.
How was it? Was it super fast drive?
It was awesome. Actually, you know what? We did a blue one that I actually got to drive to a golf course.
Yeah.
So we did a video on it. But it's not my car, so I didn't get on it or anything, but
Yeah, still, but you can tell.
yeah. No, it wanted to go.
That'd be a good choice.
Yeah, that's what I would go with.
Okay.
Final answer. All right, we're gonna test out this Festool. Maybe we need to get Jared over here because he knows more about this thing than I do.
I don't even know how to turn it on.
Jared! 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 Where is he? Can you show us how to work this?
Yeah, happy to.
We found out how to turn it on.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
So that's a little Bluetooth button. Just wrap it around the end of the hose. Every time you have to turn it on and off, you just click it so you don't have to walk back to the vacuum every time.
Is there a bag in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
A bag. So you just pull that little
Well, that's an air filter.
and then the bag is underneath that guy. Okay. You take apart the whole unit to get to the bag.
And this is not a vacuum.
It's a dust extractor.
It's an extractor.
Exactly.
Dust extractor.
It's a Festool.
Big difference. Big difference. Okay. You want the honors?
You can't sell a vacuum for this price. You have to call it an extractor.
Exactly.
All right. Let's see what we got.
Hey, vacuum that shit up, would ya? That's nice.
Festool is a German manufacturer that makes high-quality tools for the woodworking industry. Their compact dust extractors are so good that it's getting noticed from the detailing industry. Keep a lookout for the Festool products, as this is one tool that will definitely be on the site soon.
So check it out, back here, I'm actually impressed. I was carrying around concrete, so we got some concrete.
It's definitely extracting some dust.
I want to listen to them together. The loudest thing on the vacuum is the sucking power.
Right? Watch this.
Oh, that was so satisfying.
Probably do better with different attachment here.
Yeah. Well, this carpet, this shit sucks. That's brisket juice and concrete mixed together. Awesome combination. So, you want me to pre-order a couple of those for you?
It does an awesome job though. Look at this.
Nice.
Yeah, it cleans up pretty well. This carpet's not real easy to pick stuff off.
I want to try it out on the other side.
What's this for?
Door jam towel.
Door jam.
Very nice. Oh yeah. Even though this attachment is little, I mean look at how quick this is coming up.
I know. It's got a lot more power than a regular vacuum.
I like that. And I can fit it in between the seats here.
You're gonna have to test like all the interior cleaner right here.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I don't know if you can use that as a wet vac. I suppose I feel like that's too nice of a machine to use as a wet vac. I'm gonna use this. Oh, you know what? There's a product that you wanted to try, Clarify.
Oh yeah, let's give that a go.
I know that everybody loves doing windows.
No, it's actually my least favorite job. So give me something to make it easier. Is it right there? It's right on the back.
Yeah, Clarify. Boom. Ready? Don't drop it on the motorcycle. And let's see if they have a nice towel in here. Oh, these are all microfibers.
These are all paint towels.
Not really any window towels in there. What towels do you guys use in the shop?
Well, our finished towel is like this, real short nap.
Okay.
Our first towel we use is a little bit longer, so it's more like an all-purpose towel. Actually, this window's perfect. It's got some smudges on it.
It's got dog snot on it.
Yeah. Ooh, it smells delicious. Oh my goodness. It's like a banana split. Something to be said about a chemical that...
that smells good?
Yeah, is appealing smell, yeah. Holy smokes. So, even without finishing that off.
Yeah. It's like dummy proof, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, and it's kind of slick too when you finish. Yeah. Interesting. Let me try it outside.
I'm gonna check the cart. I needed some carpet cleaner. Carpet cleaner. Whew, first one I grabbed. Dr. Beasley's Carpet and Upholstery Cleanser.
Hey, this is kind of interesting. You ever use the glass cleaner that's slick when it's done?
Well, that glass cleaner right there is meant for cleaning glass that have coatings on them. Yeah. So it won't like strip the coating on. Kind of enhances the coating.
I'm just impressed with how easy it is. I mean, there's a lot of good glass cleaners out there, but this just seems, I like how it finishes off slick, and it's very easy for streak-free.
All right, I'm gonna clean up the brisket juice.
Was the brisket good?
It was really good, and we have 20 pounds of it.
Whew. Did you do it yourself?
No, we ordered it. That's why it leaked. We picked it up. I wish I could cook. We have a lot of neighbors that are really good cooks, and
we had a neighbor that just did 20 pounds of brisket.
Yeah, they smoke meat all day. You know what? I just don't know. I just don't have the patience for it. Like to start, I'm not thinking about smoked meat when I wake up.
I don't have one more thing.
Yeah.
Seems like a full-time job to learn smoking.
Yeah.
I mean, I am a dad, so I feel like I'm qualified. You know, it's definitely a dad thing.
I feel like I should learn how to.
You have to get like a pair of New Balance shoes or something.
I should probably use the carpet extractor for this too, but we'll see how this does without using it.
Okay. fresh.
Smells better. I think I'm gonna extract it.
Yeah.
I don't know if any got down here. Yeah, a little bit, didn't it? See that? Gross.
Yeah, it's gross.
I gotta take this out, it leaked. It leaked down in there, I can see it. Oh, yuck. There it is. There's a bunch of it down there. Gross.
Try Dr. Beasley's interior cleaner. It's not one that I've used before.
Yeah. Hey, will you spray it on, look at it, it's all down here. Yummy. Oh. You can smell that.
I don't think you want to use like all-purpose cleaner or something on that.
Yeah.
This won't do the job. I would get an all-purpose cleaner. Like on your plastics it'd be fine, but dude, good thing you found that.
This is McGuire's Citrus Cleaner Plus in here. Hopefully it'll stretch all the way over there. Oh yeah, I need a towel, soak all that crap up.
Can you make it?
Yeah. Let's see all the nastiness that we pull out of this. Not too bad yet. Oh, there's some right there. Oh, we blew a fuse.
What have you done?
We got too many vacuums going. Back in action.
All right.
Oh, there it is, the juices.
Let's say you have to start your business over.
Yeah.
And you got nothing to begin with.
Yeah.
No one knows who you are. Your YouTube channel doesn't exist.
That's a lot of work to go back through again.
Yeah, yeah. If you couldn't do YouTube, what would you do? Yeah.
What kind of question is that?
I know. If you couldn't do YouTube.
Thank you. If I couldn't do YouTube.
If you couldn't do YouTube.
You know what I found that really works? Events. Holding seminars and classes for the public on how to wash their car. So we had a Tesla event here that we held. You knew that. Yeah. That it was awesome. We had 30, 35 people show up.
That's interesting.
Taught them how to. So I do a lot more of that. In-person training. Yeah. Absolutely. Education.
That's a great idea.
No YouTube. What kind of a world would that be?
It'd be a sick world.
No YouTube. How about you? Because you're starting to get into YouTube. You guys got some good videos. You are awesome on camera. Clear, concise.
I've been watching a lot of your videos, right? So if I had to start over again, I think it would definitely be around education, but I think that I would be publishing like the how-to guides for everything. So in other words, having people come into your shop is great, and it would be an immediate return of those people coming to you for work.
Yeah.
Then the question would be, how do you validate your business to people that have never heard of you before? And I think for me, like I would be writing step-by-step tutorials of how to do everything. Just give it all away.
Yeah.
No reason to not. Some people think that this is like some trade secret, like what you're doing right now.
Right.
It's like, no. Like, yes, there are skills to that, and there are skills learned, but there's no secret. Yeah, there's no secret. Yeah. There's no secret. There's tricks, but there's no secrets.
It's hard work.
I think it's a combination of hard work, but also knowing where to put your effort.
Yeah. All right, this thing is
Looking good.
de-juiced.
It's a little less briskety.
Yeah, it smells a lot better.
Thank goodness.
I think we're pretty good. All right, let's do an outro and go eat.
Okay. I like it.
So, where can we find you?
DetailPR.com. It's the easiest spot. Instagram, Facebook, same thing.
Well, thanks for helping clean up my wife's car. She's gonna be very happy.
Looks better.
Can I buy you lunch now?
Ooh, yeah. Let's do it.
All right, check out all the products. We'll put some links in the description below. If you guys want to get anything off of Car Supplies Warehouse, go ahead and check that out. Otherwise, we're out of here. We're gonna go eat some lunch. But thanks for watching. See you next time.
Boom. I want to see Jose make something out of that one.